How does it feel to treat me like you do? How does it feel to do the things you do? I don't know the song. I realized about 4 words into that song, I didn't know the lyrics at all. So I'm sorry that you guys had to deal with that. But getting a lot of compliments on Marley. Shout out to Marley on the podcast. And after having that performance on here, I'm sorry you had to deal with that subpar performance right now. Normally this is just water. Today it's actually coffee, you know? Little low energy. You boys are going through it. Hump day. Shout out to hump day. A little tired, as the kids say. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to episode 70. Isn't it crazy that I've done 70 episodes? Isn't it? It feels good to have completed 70 episodes. Well, we haven't completed this one. I could have a stroke in the middle of this shit. And we just end on 69, which now, thinking about it, I'd be good with that. I'd be good if it was 69 episodes. Why not? I think I'm going to try to record without the headphones today. We're going to keep improving the sound and figure out the best way to do this. Man, I almost don't like not wearing headphones, but I already took them off, so there's no stopping now. We're going. I saw right now the Call of Duty Black Ops trailer. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I don't know if you know this, but your boy is a gamer now, okay? Semi-professional. And when I say semi-professional, I don't get paid. So technically, I'm not professional at all. I've never even made a penny. I'm actually negative money. So I'm completely the opposite of a professional gamer. But I have aspirations. Putting the headphones back on. You know what? It was a bad decision, and I made an executive one to, just because, shout out to, people, philosophizers, just because you made a decision for a long time doesn't mean you need to keep making that decision. Sometimes you have to cut your losses, and that's what I did on the not wearing the headphones for the episode. But getting back on topic, rabbit holes. Your boy's a gamer. Aspirations to become a pro gamer. I missed my calling, I could have been a contender. I could have been a great gamer, okay? I got the body for it, That's the great thing about professional gamers. It's crazy that they're like athletes, in a sense. They drink energy drinks and shit and stretch and sweat and get heart palpitations. I realized that when I was playing Call of Duty and I got into the top 3 of Warzone. Listen, this next part is only going to be cool for people who play Call of Duty. I got into like top 3 in the final circle, battle royale, solos, by myself, all day, solo dolo. And my heart started racing. And granted, we're in a pandemic, so I don't get to do the things that normally make my heart race, like, competing in jiu-jitsu or, doing stand-up and having a big show or something like that where I'm like backstage. And my heart started racing. And I was like, holy shit, this is getting my adrenaline going. Playing a video game right now. So it's crazy. It's crazy that a video game can do that to you. And you know what I think it is? The video games now are just so good. They're so good, okay? Back when I was growing up, back in the day, we didn't have games like this. Let's see. When I was a little kid, like that's what's crazy to think that there's like 7-year-olds and 8-year-olds playing Call of Duty right now and just calling people every word in the book and everybody's fucking each other's mothers, I feel like that has kind of played out a bit. What you're going to do to their mother, it's just gotten old. It's low-hanging fruit to attack someone's mother. You really want to set someone on fire, you go after their father, okay? You tell them what you're going to do to their dad. And that's where it just gets. You got to get in their head, okay? Don't mess with their girl. Don't mess with their mom. You go for their father, okay? You go for the head of the household, the one that's supporting their gaming addiction, the one that's paying for the utility bill, whose name's on the spectrum statement. You know what I'm saying? You take them out where it counts. Plus, it's always misdirection. You just gotta, they know you're gonna try to fuck their mother on the video game, metaphorically. you got to get them where it hurts. Take out that papa, you know? It's like taking out the head of the snake, you know? It's going to be effective. I actually don't really chat with people on it. I keep to my squad, if you will. Because I did that in the beginning of playing Call of Duty. And it was just a weird world. There's way too many kids talking and saying weird shit. And I just wasn't with it, you know? There was a lot of weird shit being said. A lot more poop stuff than I would expect. But it's just like kids don't realize that's out there. That's going to be out there forever, you know? What you said in a Call of Duty chat. When I was a kid, I had typing, okay? Like I played StarCraft and I would play against people and shout out to the person who just drove by honking. I hate living in such a frequented place, okay? Shout out my life, hashtag blessed. Never want to live another place where I am so, in so much foot traffic, you know? When you got people walking outside your window when you're trying to sleep and they're like, oh my God, and I fucking told Becky that I wasn't going to fucking stand for it. You know, I hear weird shit all day. I hear people yell at their dog. I heard a father, my girl and I were laying in bed. It's none of your business what we were doing. I think we were just watching TV. We were laying in bed and we hear a father with his wife and his 2 kids, and they were young little lads. And he goes, you know what? If you guys didn't want to spend time with me, you know, I'm doing this for you. Next time, I don't need to go to the park with you, and I'll just do something that I enjoy. And I just thought, what a great fucking dad. Yeah, that'll get them going. Fuck with their head when they're young, you know? You know, make them get that guilt in them early. Really fuck up their head. So when they meet a nice young gentleman when they get older, they're not going to be like, you know, someone treats them good. They're like, hey, but it's not fucking with my head and he's not mistreating me. So you know what? He's not the one for me. And then they're going to meet some shifty, shady character who's just like, yeah, but your tit's too small. And she's going to be like, he's the one, you know? There's nothing like a little bit of shaming and fucked up mental shit that shitty parents put on their kids to get them going. And I don't have that right now. You know, I'm not weirdly throwing shade. You know, sometimes people are talking shit about people in their life. I didn't have that. My parents, very supportive, okay? Very supportive. I always think it's funny when people, I'm going down so many rabbit holes. Let's keep going, Peter Rabbit. It's so funny when you see on Facebook, you see people posting, and they just have this super passive-aggressive post about somebody, and they're talking about haters. And it's just like, it's a paragraph. And it's just about life. And people like to spit their own things they're going through into a speech of motivation about live your life. Like, hey guys, don't worry about the haters, okay? Sometimes you have to cut your losses and focus on your own life. And people who you think are your friends and family and people, and then they start like, you know, they're like, they just start, you know, they don't appreciate you, they take you for granted, and then they start adding in descriptive stuff to that situation where you realize it's about someone else, and they just, you know, treat you bad. They use your toothbrush and use all your toothpaste and don't even replace it. And then you're just like, huh? What? You were just spitting poetic, and now you're getting pretty descriptive about particular situations. You know what? Friends are like a dollar in your pocket, and sometimes they fuck your boyfriend for free. Huh? What? My favorite is when you start seeing people on their Facebook posts, and then the person that they're candidly talking about, they start commenting on there, and they're like, God damn it, Rebecca, you don't need to put all our shit out here. And they're like, I didn't say names. And they're like, you brought up the toothpaste. And they're like, facts are facts. Say it for the people in the back. That's one of my least favorite things I see people say on post. Say it again. Say it louder for the people in the back. Shut the fuck up. There's no people in the back. We're all here. It's online. There's literally no difference and sitting in the front of social media and sitting in the back. No one's, what? Huh? No one's in the back of social media. Say it louder for the people in the back. What do you want me to put it in all caps? And people who clap in between words, the people who are like, just because you say all lives matter doesn't mean that you say Black Lives Matter. In fact, it means the opposite when you say everything that you want to say, and it just down. That's what I think. And then I think about how hard it is to put a clap in between each word. Because I've done that as a joke. Because I'll say it to my friends. I'll be like, say it with your chest, you know? It takes me an extra 30 seconds at least. And it's like, that's a huge commitment if you put claps in between everything. And it's silly to me when people even just use emojis being serious about anything, you know? Like, you're using an emoji. Unless it's a middle finger. I get that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty tough. I wonder if anybody has ever tried to fight someone and sent them emoji of like fist. That's like the ultimate cringy thing to do. It's like, why don't you try to catch these hands? And then put like a baseball glove with like a hands emoji. And then that's like them catching hands. I actually respect it. I would actually like that. I'd laugh. I'd be like, meh. We probably shouldn't fight. We should be friends. You know? You're a connoisseur of flavor as well. That's my chair if you're hearing me right now. I'm not farting on the podcast. That'd be odd, right? What was I even talking about at the beginning of this? Oh yeah, I delayed starting this podcast because I was watching the Call of Duty Black Ops teaser. Yeah, I'm a pro gamer now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to get that Monster Energy sponsor. You know, why not? Why the fuck not? I don't have anything else going on. You know, I'm just trying to build my dreams right now. What do I enjoy doing right now? I enjoy playing video games. I can't do stand-up, you know. Making videos. Listen, your boy is productive AF, but I still gotta unwind a bit. And you know what? It's a passion project. Your boy is gonna become a professional gamer. And I don't know what, you know, because it's not like you have to get drafted into a league. Can't I just sign some papers and I'm professional? Like, what determines it a pro player? There's probably someone who's a gamer who is just like, bro, you got no fucking idea what you're talking about. It's like when someone's watching MMA and they're like, fucking stand them up. Or when people are just like, bro, try to do that shit to me? I'm a fucking beast, bro. I just black out with anger. Yeah, that might work on a professional martial artist who's trained 25 years and is a black belt in jiu-jitsu and lived in Thailand for 15 years learning Muay Thai and was a NCAA Division I champion wrestler. But that shit wouldn't work on me, bro. I'm a beast. Bro, listen, I black out. I'm too fucking dangerous to be in the octagon. That's just the truth. I don't fucking train to fight. I train to kill, bro. Okay? Listen, I grab your fucking throat like this. They call me the arcade game stuffed animal winner. The claw. It sounds like I'm joking. But those guys exist. The people have never actually had any confrontation. They exist. The people who think that they can actually get in the octagon and fight, but think they're too dangerous. They like punched a pillow a few times in their bedroom and they're like, man, if I landed that shot on anybody, go down. Fucking John Jones, he catches this pillow hand. Going down, bro. I got that sleeper. I call this shit my pillow because I put bitches to sleep. You know? Tempur-Pedic. I wish someone would have a fight name like that. Tempur-Pedic. Because I'd be putting bitches to sleep. Because it go night, night. Like, why isn't anybody Theraflu? The way to get that name, that fight name, to be cool is you would have to be like Ferguson, like Tony Ferguson. You would have to be someone where it's like it flows nicely with the name, like the same Theraflu Ferguson. Like, that sounds great. You can't be like Theraflu Johnson, you know? With that, you got to be like NyQuil Nate Diaz, something tight like that. What else? What else are we having? Mighty, Mighty Melatonin Mouse. Shout out to Mighty Mouse. Shit. You would have to do that. Lopez. What would be a good one for Lopez? A little tired on the podcast, Lopez. Drinking coffee. Woo! We've gotten so off topic. We didn't even have a fucking topic. This is called a rabbit hole episode where we're just riffing. We're just going with it. I saw the Black Ops teaser. If you play Call of Duty, hit me up. The Puerto Rican pigeon. No A in the Rican. But be ready to fly. Clip your wings, baby. It is such a good video game. It really satisfies like that thing. I get really bored. This is why I can't play other video games. My buddy and I played Borderlands. Listen, I played Borderlands, I think 2 with him. It's a fun game. It was okay. But then he wanted me to play Borderlands 3. And shout out to him if he's listening. And I just couldn't do it. It's like you're going from that softcore shit, and then you're getting a little too hardcore. You're watching them compilations. You can't go back to PG-13. It ain't gonna make your willy tingle. So you've upped the bar too far, You can't go back to Pong. So I need that like player versus player competition. I can't be hitting no computer players or what is it? NPCs? Yeah, I know the lingo now. Y'all fucked up. GG's, good games. I know all your shit now. I've infiltrated the herd. You got a fox in the hen house, a wolf in the flock. None of that makes sense. But I can't do it. I gotta play a game where it's like really competitive. I'll watch YouTube videos on how to get better. I don't give a shit. Don't judge me. I get all my shit done and then I dive into this rabbit hole. I love it. It's so much fun. I don't know if it will last after the pandy. I might just play on the weekends, an hour here or there. Because here's the thing. The truth is you get burnout. Like, real burnout. The thing is like before all of the pandemic and everything, I didn't really have outlets in the sense of like I went to the bars on the weekend, or I would do this or do that. Jiu-jitsu and stand-up, like that was my shit. And it's one of those things where it's like you're being productive and you're getting a reward while you're doing it. Like that's what's amazing about, I always think everybody should do jiu-jitsu. It's like the most ROI of your time, of your energy, it's good socially, it's great for your confidence, it's great, you learn how to defend yourself, and it's an exercise, and it's a great way to stay in shape, But yeah, Call of Duty, man, I love it. They just showed the new Black Ops teaser, Cold War. I love when people fuse history into shit. Like they actually go back to like the Soviet Union and the Cold War. Ronald Reagan is in the teaser. That shit is so dope. And they're bringing zombies into the next Black Ops. Listen, I played Black Ops on the phone. That's how I first started getting into Call of Duty, is around the beginning of the pandy. Maybe a little bit before. I downloaded Call of Duty on my phone. And it was fun. And they had a zombie level, and I'd play that shit all the time. And there was no zombies in Modern Warfare. And this was the first like Call of Duty I've played since like it first came out when I was still like in high school or college. And it was so intense. I remember when I first started playing Modern Warfare, someone pinged something and I was like, dude, this guy is a fucking wizard. He just pinged someone. I had no idea how to play. And now, professional gamer. And I'm super excited for the Black Ops game. Tying in actual history and the way that they do it, this is why I think Call of Duty is such a good game. It transcends being a game, okay? What it is a fucking experience. It's an experience, and they're creating almost like a Marvel universe within it of entertainment and storyline. It's not necessarily just a video game, I don't think. I think they're doing some very cool things and some reveals. They're creating their own universe with callbacks, like throwbacks to characters, different things, and they're also starting to intertwine history with it. And just the Easter eggs and teasers and the way that they're unveiling it, it's some genius shit. I think that's why I like it, is because I recognize what they're doing, and I'm like, this is pretty dope that you guys are doing this right now. You guys are pulling it off. And what's dope about it, tying it in, it's taking place during like the Cold War with like Chernobyl and everything like that, which I just started that show last night, which is amazing. So if you haven't seen Chernobyl, go check that shit out. It's mind-blowing. I just watched the first episode. It's crazy because you kind of know what happened in Chernobyl. If you don't, it's where the nuclear reactor, one of the cores exploded, and you basically are seeing the effects of the radiation. I want to say it took place in 1986. Was it 1986? Anybody for bonus extra credit? Yeah, May 12th, 1986, I think. I can't zoom in on my computer, god damn it. But it took place then, and this crazy thing is, while I'm watching this show and seeing the effects of the radiation on the people, how they try to cover it up, what they thought about nuclear radiation, how much it actually affected people, it's mind-blowing. And then I looked it up just to get some more information on it while I was watching it. The flames and the fire from Chernobyl are still going. There's still zones where you can't live. How insane is that? And the way they tried to cover it up and not, talk about it, it was during the Cold War, and they know it would look bad with everything going on. Insanity. And it ties into Call of Duty Black Ops. So I think it's cool that they're intertwining that. And Black Ops is bringing zombies in, and it would be dope if they somehow link Chernobyl to the zombies. Bars. It's pretty interesting. Chernobyl. I really like the show. It's crazy to learn about world history. Now that I'm getting older, I start caring more and more about it. It makes me wonder if in high school, if we just digested it wrong, or if we should have been focused on other stuff and waited till we were at an age to understand history. Because I don't remember, and maybe this is just me, but in high school, I didn't care as much about history and like the significance of it. At least not to the level that I am now. Now I'm like fascinated by communism. Not fascinated like as in I like it, or Marxism. Just in socialism. Like I'm fascinated by these different mindsets of these cultures and how they play out. Which gets back to a lot of stuff when you start seeing that people post about how the world is laughing at us. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Rest of the world laughing at us. Look at how some of these countries are. A lot of people want to say that. It's crazy to think that the privilege of a lot of people in America, and I hate using the word privilege, but it is what it is. Because it's churned into something when people say, check your privilege. It is a privilege to be offended by words. And people have gotten so bored and so, like, life has gotten so easy in our country by design. We've caved in so much to people's softness, if you will. What is that quote? Hard times make hard men, and those hard men make soft men. It sounds like some gay innuendo, but it's not. But in times of hardship, you get strong men, and in times of pleasure and leisure, you get soft people. And it's true in a lot of ways that life has gotten so easy for America in the sense of the big picture and where we've came from. Listen, there's always hard shit going on. There is human trafficking. There is child labor. There is terrible things still occurring. But in the grand scheme of things, the way the world is, it has never been easier to be a human and to be especially a human in America. People want to say we're going into a Great Depression and we're dealing with this and all this stuff. And we have a government system. We actually have a system, and it might be flawed, and who knows what's going to happen. And a lot of the unraveling of our society is done by the people in it, by the way people don't do their due diligence of researching things before they react. I think it's very important that people learn how to research and at least learn how, like, it scares me that people are so reactive to the news and don't see that there's an agenda being pushed by the news. The news can get people to react before, like, they know how to spur people's emotions and to get people to take actions in bad ways before we have any of the facts. And then, a couple months go by, a couple weeks, sometimes even just a quick Google search will give you more information. The news is not held accountable for what they've done. It's become that thing. Denzel Washington has a great quote, and he says, the news has changed. It is no longer about being right or being honest or telling the truth. It's about being first. And it's turned from straight journalism to clickbait, and it's dangerous. And that the news should have more responsibility or be held accountable for that responsibility. Because right now they can just say whatever they want. And there's so many of them that you can't pick which one to go after and which one to hold accountable, except for what happened with that kid who was wearing that Make America Great hat again, or Make America Great hat again, Make America Great Again hat with that tribal leader who was beating the drum in a kid's face and the kid was smiling. What did he settle for? Something like, it was insane. It was like 45 million. Don't quote me on that, but it was an astronomical number where that kid is just going to be, he can buy fucking tech decks and scooters and razors and Xboxes for the rest of his life if he wanted to. But good, then you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. I think that's a step in the right direction to make news accountable for saying dumb shit and false shit. But getting back on topic, literally, it's never been easier to be a person, okay? We literally have a government system that is set up to try to help people when they're going through hard times. We have, WIC, we have unemployment, we have welfare. I don't know if WIC and welfare are the same thing. What else do we have? We have free healthcare for a lot of people. No matter what, we have things in place where we will try to help people. There's Section 8, so much stuff. We have business loans. Think about it on the grand scale of where people came from. And this is like important, and how I'm tying it back into Black Ops. Know your history. Knowing where we came from as a perspective of how far we've come is a way to keep perspective on what is hardship in life. If you it's the same effect of only look at people at face value on social media. If you're looking at all these bikini models, if you're looking at all these influencers and these people, even your own friends who put their 1% of their happiest moment on Facebook, on Instagram, you start looking at that as the baseline. And you're going, well, shit, they seem so happy. They seem so good. Their life is always an adventure. You don't see all the real shit. You don't see the hardship. So it gives you only a perspective of that is your baseline. That is your life. That is all you have. But if you actually get to see the reality of those people, you probably would be like, okay, yeah, we're just regular people. We're all going through our own struggles and everything like that. But people don't post about that. I think it's the same thing with not looking at history. If we're only looking at everything we got going on right now, we don't look at our past and be like, oh yeah, we have come a long way. And it's you can't even really say this, that, hey, things could be a lot worse, and they have been worse in the past. And there's people who have it much harder than you do. It's crazy. I think sometimes people focus on the wrong things. I think they focus on things that don't give them much ROI in the sense of making a difference. It was so stupid. I've been trying not to talk about anything political and racial and stuff like that, but it's like people want equality and they want to be treated equal. So instead of trying to help with certain issues, people were like, okay, we need to cancel Trader Joe's. Huh? Like, where does that come from? Okay, you know what we need to do? We need to start, instead of fixing the current life we have right now and changing ourselves and working really hard to create a better culture for everyone, we need to tear down statues from people who are 100 years old. Like, that's the thing, is people are getting in a DeLorean. Like, people's lives are so easy now and they don't want to change. Let's get in a DeLorean and go back to the past and cancel this person. Let's find tweets that they put out 10 years ago to cancel them. Like, it's just, we have shit so fucked up, I feel. Anyway. This coffee got me going. Speaking of NASA, I mean, are we going to cancel NASA? Because weren't a lot of the scientists were like from World War I, Nazis helped start the scientists in NASA from Nazi Germany. We have a lot of Russian, Soviet Union. We took a lot of these scientists and we're like, now you build spaceships for us. We're going to cancel NASA? We're just going to disconnect from the astronauts that are out there right now? Bye. You're done. You're fucking canceled in space. Good luck. Oh, man. Good times, ladies and gentlemen. Good times. What else we got going on? What was his name? Nope. What is that guy's name? The guy, he's a really Bolt. No. It's not Usman. Bolt. The guy who's a runner. Fuck. How am I forgetting this? He got coronavirus. They put a picture of Kevin Hart as him. Fucked up. Usain Bolt. That's his name. He got coronavirus. Guess what? A lot of people have coronavirus. It's crazy. Kevin Hart also got coronavirus, but he didn't tell anybody because Tom Hanks had it at the time, and he didn't want to be outshined by Tom Hanks. I feel like a lot of people have it. I did see that yesterday there was a study that came out that you can get it more than once. So that vaccine, huh? It's interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to take a long time. People talk about, what is it? Smallpox? No, it wasn't smallpox. It was another thing. It took 25 years to actually get a good vaccine. Listen, it's not going to take 25 years now. Modern medicine and technology has ascended so fucking far compared to when they were coming up vaccines in the past. But we ain't taking no vaccine that's going to be around for only a year. We need a little bit more time. We need about 4 or 5 years, I would say, to get a good vaccine. And I don't know if that's the route. Listen, this is a novel coronavirus. It's crazy to think that if we really had hunkered down and quarantined, we would have gotten rid of it. By nature of coronavirus, of the way it was transmitted, if we hunkered down, it would have been gone. It can't live on places. If we hunkered down for 3 weeks, no one went anywhere. We stocked up on food. Everybody stayed in for 3 weeks, and we just fucking huddled. You know, you had fucking people making sure the grid was staying up, and hazmat suits. Would have been gone. But we didn't do that. A lot of people like to break the rules. But it's interesting. It's interesting. I see a lot of people not following guidelines and everything. It's funny that people don't follow any guidelines and then wonder why we're having to still do all this shit, why it's still around. And it's because people don't pay attention. That's why I don't think there's really some grand government conspiracy The government is not that good at doing shit, okay? They are not that efficient. They're just regular people. You should look at how crazy the stimulus package debate is going. Someone just died outside my window right now. And to see how ineffective and optimized government it is. To really think there's some grand conspiracy that Bill Gates is out here trying to put brain control into your body through a vaccine. Shit's wild out there. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I still fucking love you. I hope you have a great week. I hope I didn't rant too much this episode. But I do love you, and I hope you're getting after it. I hope some of you guys are reading books and shit. Listen, your boy, he's thinking about getting a Kindle, okay? My life would be a lot easier if I just got a Kindle. And when I say a Kindle, probably just an iPad and put a Kindle app on it, and then I have an iPad. Because listen, at this rate, I've been buying maybe 2 books a month, okay? And your boy likes the hardcover, okay? One of the books, it can set me back $20, okay? Audible books are cool, but I like reading things. So if you have a Kindle, let me know your experience with it. If you've read on an iPad, the only thing holding me back, so like, iPads, probably a few $100, couple hundred to a few $100. Get the iPad, that's the only upfront investment. But if I keep buying books at this rate, buying a couple books a month, in 6 months, what is 6 times 4? 24, 400. What is that? No, I can't do math. We'll say it's $25 to make it easy. So what is that, $150 in 6 months? Bars. When does the investment pay off of me having a Kindle? And here's the only con to me not wanting to get an iPad, is that it's going to be another screen to where I'm like, the paper, it takes me. But then it's like, what are we doing here? Am I going to have a goddamn library? I'm just going to keep taking up all this space, or am I going to have one iPad? So let me know your experience with reading on an iPad. Again, first world problems, okay? And y'all going to try to cancel me because some little kid's probably making my iPad right now? Go for it. Have a crack at it. And remember, no matter what, I still love you.